The powerful winds of Hurricane Harvey still pummeling Rockport, Texas tonight. The storm made landfall with winds of at least 130 miles per hour.
Welcome to 12 News. I'm Kevin Steele.
And I'm Erika Harris. Thanks for joining us for our special coverage of Hurricane Harvey. Let's toss it right over to Chief Meteorologist Patrick Vaughn.
Sustained winds at Rockport, Port Aransas, I should say, 107 gusting to 130 miles an hour.
We have team coverage from Galveston to Corpus Christi. Our Houston sister station has sent reporters to cover Harvey.
Reporter Brett Buffington is in Corpus Christi tonight, where the strongest hurricane to hit the U.S. in 13 years is still doing damage as we speak.
Galveston County is under a voluntary evacuation. Reporter Jason Miles is there with a look at the conditions. Meanwhile, Port Arthur Mayor Derek Freeman issued a voluntary evacuation for residents in Sabine Pass. Some residents planned the evacuation ahead of time. Right now, there is no mandatory evacuation in place in our viewing area, but at least one Sabine Pass resident got the message. Some residents left their RVs ahead of the storm.
Well, a low-lying part of Orange County has braced for Harvey with walls of sandbags. This neighborhood along Alley Payne Road is lower than the nearby Highway 87, and residents have certainly taken their precautions.
They've stacked sandbags around doorways and garages. Some of the sand was made available at the local baseball fields in Orange. The parking lot was busy this afternoon as folks took advantage from a break in the weather to fill up more sandbags. They were taking no chances. And Mr. Williams says his home was hit hard from the Sabine River flooding in 2016, and he is tired of all the water.
If it goes out in the Gulf of Mexico, so strengthens, there's just a lot of uncertainty. Best case scenario is that we just see a rain event, no wind. Worst case scenario, well, could be a hurricane. Who knows?
It's a wait and see.
It really is.
I mean,
we're in a wait and see mode. I don't think we're going to have a real good idea, a definite idea, until possibly early next week. And this is going to be with us 5, 6, 7 days.
And this storm has already done so many things in the last 24 hours.
Yeah. Well, right now over towards Rockport and Port Aransas, they're probably seeing a storm surge of 9 to 13 feet right now.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Patrick. We'll be right back. We are tracking Hurricane Harvey. Hurricane Harvey making landfall within the last few hours. Dramatic video coming out of those coastal towns feeling the first of the storm.
Our Leah DeRain has been gathering up these powerful images, and tonight she is sharing with us what we're seeing in South Texas tonight. Leah?
Well, Kevin and Erica, a lot being posted on social media tonight. Videos, pictures, all sorts of different reports just showing those powerful storms.
Thank you, Leah. And here's some pictures sent in by 12 News viewers showing how they are preparing for potential flooding due to Hurricane Harvey. Take a look at photos from Donald and Ashley Hornback from Evadale.
You can see the white bags there, the sandbags placed all around the perimeter of that beautiful home, and they are not finished. The Hornbacks have purchased sand, and they are planning on making more sandbags tomorrow. As you can see, a pretty large pile of sand, but they are going to be safe rather than sorry.
Best to be prepared. We'll keep sending your weather questions on Facebook. We'll answer them in just a bit. Stay with us. We are back to answer some of your questions from Facebook Live tonight. And Patrick, I'm getting some questions about the next 72 hours. What can we expect?
Well, we'll see periods of or intervals of rainfall. Could be heavy at times, but we're not expecting continuous heavy rainfall. That is not what's going to happen like what we're going to be seeing over towards Harvey. So, you know, we could see probably this weekend, some spots could see, 6, 7 inches of rainfall. That's possible. That's probably the worst case scenario.
As we've learned, we wouldn't need 20 inches of rain to flood around here in many spots. We have some low-lying areas that are going to flood with far less.
Well, again, the soil is moist right now. It's not going to take much to start flash flooding.
Yes, indeed.
And JJ wants to know, can you explain how this prediction came to play? It's an interesting one. What's causing the storm to backtrack?
High pressure is off to the west, high pressure to the east, And what is happening is that the steering currents are very, very weak, and so there's nothing to kick this out. It is basically going to meander across Texas. Could be 5+ days, and this is where we think that this could be maybe the most expensive hurricane to ever strike the state of Texas. Again, nothing to kick it out. It's basically trapped between two high pressures and a weakness right over us. And that high to the east and high to the west is keeping it from moving east or west or north or south for the most part. It's just going to meander and do a loop across central Texas.
This brings into sharp focus this whole notion of the windstorm coverage, and so many people having tried to change the legislation to that effect.
I had my doubts at first, 50, 60 inches. That's just crazy. But, you're talking 1 to 3 inches per hour for possibly 72 hours in central Texas. That's doable.
Okay, well, it's still a lot of uncertainty.
Sure.
Download our 12 News Now app, and we have a special show on Daybreak tomorrow morning starting at 6 a.m.
Now a special Blitz preview.